last week, Rip, we thought we saw some big kids up front on both sides of the ball, and it looks like a mirror image out here tonight. Atlantic's got it now, 1st and 15 after the illegal procedure.
Chevis Jones looking at that 1st and 15, and it looks like Atlantic is content to run the football. They must have saw something in the films that really said that they could just run the football. In that case, it's number 4, Sammy Noel, with his first carry of the evening. Usually, though, the coach at Atlantic says he likes to run it about 60-40 as far as the passing and running attack, but this case, we've seen 5 straight runs right now for Atlantic.
Absolutely, and Lakes made the adjustment. They brought the extra linebacker in, and number 8, who is Gumara Lavelle, made an excellent play. So they got the extra linebacker on the inside now, which is what they're going to have to do.
Jones drops back for his first pass, and a nice throw over there, but it's bobbled by number 2, Preston Cleckley. So an incomplete pass, threw it behind Cleckley just a little bit. Cleckley bobbled the football, and so that's going to set up a 3rd down and 15.
The quarterback for Atlantic cannot be happy with that throw. He had the defensive end so faked out that he was tackling the tailback in the inside of the line. He rolled out. He had the kid wide open on the little bounce route, and he actually threw it behind him. It could have been caught, but it could have been a lot bigger play.
All right, Jones drops back to pass, 3rd and 15. He's looking outside, almost picked off by Palm Beach Lakes, but Atlantic does come up with the football well short of the 1st down. It's going to be 4th down and 12. The pass over there to number 7, James Luis, but it's short of the 1st down. So 4th down right now at 12 yards. Atlantic has a decision to make. Looks like they're going to go for it, Coach.
Well, that throw there was a little curl route to the inside or the outside receiver, and I'll tell you what, it was a hair from being an interception and 80 yards the other way, Rick. I mean, the defensive back for Lakes made an outstanding play. I think we got a timeout here from Atlantic because they've got the clock running down. We've got 7:26 left in the quarter.
They have 12 people on the field right now, so I think rather than risking the penalty, they are going to call the timeout. They're a little confused right there. They had 3 receivers wide, and the receiver correctly calls the timeout to avoid the penalty. So 7:26 right now left in the 1st quarter. Joel Lewis joins us right now with more from the sidelines. Hi, Joel.
Thank you, gentlemen. When I spoke with Coach Thaddeus earlier in the game today, he mentioned to me about a very strong team mentality that this team has. These guys do everything together. The defense is a rock. They go out to dinner together. They do all these various things. The one interesting that I enjoyed to hear is that a lot of these players on this team are part of a TV production crew. Many of the players play as anchors on the television station for the school. They make commercials. Various members of the team are all involved doing camera work and other interesting things like that. Maybe someone will be taking my job after one of these couple of years. Back to you guys.
Yeah, it's always these football players that are trying to take these play-by-play and color commentary jobs away from like non-athletes like myself. Anyway, 4th down, 12 yards to go. They are going to go for it. Chevis Jones right now is your quarterback. And rather than try to kick the long field goal, they're going to try to go for it on 4th downs. Jones drops back to pass. And the nice catch over there by number 2, Preston Cleckley, but he is going to be short by about 3 yards. So that's going to turn over the football over to Palm Beach Lakes. And once again, they had 3rd down and 10, 3rd down and 15, 4th down and 12. They kept throwing these short passes. What's the strategy there? I mean, as somebody, again, who really didn't play a lot of football, you always wonder, why don't they at least try to throw it towards the yard mark?
Well, you know, kids are kids. We always teach them to try to get past the boundary marker, obviously, to get the 1st down. But Atlantic goes into a no-back offense. They had the 5 quick receivers. The thing was here, number 8 for Lakes does a terrific job on the tackle. I mean, that's an open field tackle against a good receiver. And they're going to have to measure, obviously, to see if they did indeed are short.
All right, I call this one short, but we're going to get a measurement and see what happens. And maybe those players from Atlantic should be working in this booth because I completely messed that one up. It is a 1st down for Atlantic High School, and so the Eagles are on the move. You throw it short, Rick, and then you run for the 1st down. Aha, that's the strategy right there. So the drive is sustained. The football down on the the 17-yard line. 7:18 left in this 1st quarter, and the Eagles once again on the move.
Well, nobody's not running plays, I'll tell you. We've already had close to 20 plays run off, and we still have 7:18 left in the quarter. So this is going to be a 50 play on each team night if it continues like this.
It's going to be exciting for the fans. And once again, Jones right now is your quarterback. Demetrius McClendon is the backfield, and the handoff to McClendon. He makes good yardage off right tackle, drives it down to the 5-yard line. So Demetrius McClendon, the 5'9" senior with a big gain right there. And that's going to set up second down and short yardage.
You know, Rick, those smaller running backs are tough. Jeremy Lewis, the defensive tackle, the highly touted defensive tackle for Lakes, just absolutely defeated his block at the line of scrimmage. He got a little deep, though, and the running back just made a really nice lateral cut and got up the field. That's talent.
Second down and 2 right now, and you can see right there Atlantic on the move. The handoff again, off tackle. This time it's Demetrius McClendon again, and he is short of that goal line, setting up could be a third down. We're going to have to wait and see right here. I think he could get the first down without scoring the touchdown. We're going to have to wait and see.
You're right, Rick. He can get the first down. He's got to get it just about to the 2-yard line. And I don't know if there was a call there. The official is in conference with one of the other officials, and I'm not sure if there was a call there or not. We're going to have to see. Here's the replay. This is a nice little run here.
McClendon reaching for the goal line, but he was unable to get it, so we're going to wait and see what the penalty call is. It is against Atlantic, so it's a 5-yard penalty, setting up second down and 7. Chevis Jones right now is your quarterback, and the handoff to McClendon. McClendon drives, fumbles the football, and this time Palm Beach Lake says they have the football, so another turnover. 2 drives stopped by turnovers. In this case, it's Atlantic turning the football over to Palm Beach Lake.
Hey, Rick, that was all Jeremy Lewis. He did the same thing the previous play, only he just didn't get the tackle. This time he not only got the tackle, he knocked the ball loose, and his Lakes teammates picked it up.
All right, let's look at it here.
He
Number
is
40 for Palm Beach Lakes.
There he is right there.
The football.
There's the football on the ground, number 30 for Palm Beach Lakes. That would be Justin Bunch. He lands on the football, so we have another turnover.
All right, the crew doing a good job with the instant replays, and it's tough in this no-huddle offense, but Palm Beach Lakes will take the football over. First down and 10 from their own 5-yard line. And you can see right there that the Rams dropping back to pass over the middle, hits one player, hits 2 players, but both of them can't hold on to it. So it looked like both of them were open, in fact, but they cannot hold on to the football, so it'll be second down and 10. Matt Elam and Joquan Hogan both
now might be the time. We might get 5 seconds. Number 14 for Palm Beach Lakes, the quarterback, Alonzo Bellamy. We had a kid at Lakes that was the only All-State quarterback Lakes has ever had. His name was Micah Mays. In fact, he coached at Lakes last year. This kid is the mirror image of Micah Mays. I mean, he throws the ball the same. He looks the same in the pocket. And that time, 2 receivers were in the same zone. They shouldn't have been there that close together.
Second and down and 10 right now for Palm Beach Lakes at their own 5-yard line. And Alonzo Bellamy, the quarterback, makes a nice handoff right there. And it's number 11, Jaquan Hogan, bouncing out outside. Actually, that's number 1, Rodney Mickens. He could go all the way. He's finally stopped at the 18-yard line. Mickens, a big run, bounces out outside, and at that point it was just a race that was eventually stopped at the 19-yard line.
If we get a replay on this, watch Mickens never give up. It's just a plain old isolation play on the left side, off left tackle. All great running plays come from cutbacks, and if you watch him, he's going to come all the way across the field, and he never gives up. His legs keep moving. He's hit there at the line of scrimmage. Tackler, he breaks that tackle, great leg strength. He starts to go vertical, realizes that, hey, I can get to the other side. There's another missed tackle, and now he's off to the races.
He broke 2 big tackles, including Isaac Jean had a chance at him, and once he breaks free, then it's just a foot race and a race that eventually again stopped at the 18-yard line.
That's great hustle by Carnell Hatchard on number 1 for Atlantic, because he could have easily given up on the play. He did not. He came from the backside and took a good pursuit angle and made the tackle.
Rodney,
big plays is what's going to win the football game, because it appears that both teams are a little bit shaky hanging on to the ball.
Rodney Mickens with a gain of 76 yards. So Palm Beach Lakes right now has the opportunity with this sustained drive to possibly get on the scoreboard. 0-0 is our score, 5:51 left in this first quarter. And Coach, so far we're seeing 2 skilled teams, but it looks like the offenses right now are having their way with these really skilled defenses.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's a high-paced, fast game. I think it'll slow down in the second half just from the sheer mention that it's tired. They'll get tired. Those kids will get a little bit tired. But I like the way they're playing. I love this fast break football.
Your quarterback is Alonzo Bellamy. He's looking at first down and 10 from his 18-yard line. Once again, Palm Beach Lakes with a tough loss last week to Glade Central. They're trying to get their first victory of the season for Coach Dan Sanso in his 6th year. He's 38-16 overall as coach of the Rams. He's got a lot of skilled athletes this year. He said actually last week at Glade Central, they played pretty well, but they had some key turnovers. Already they've had a big turnover in this game. But if he says that they can play mistake-free football, and that's so often the case in any game, you know, they've got the kids to really play effective
There's
football.
the key, Rick. You said it right there. They've got the players to be competitive against anybody. The mistakes is what kills them. It kills every skilled team. If you don't make them, you win.
Bellamy dropping back to pass. He's getting a lot of pressure, and Atlantic with the sack, a loss of 10 yards on the play. Great play inside right there by number 44, Kevon Tyson. We've already called his name a couple of times. Put a lot of pressure on Bellamy. Bellamy is 6'1", 185, but he was unable to elude those two defenders.
You know what, Rick? The defensive coordinator for Atlantic makes a good call here. He brings the blitz. When a team on offense takes that long to call a play, you can almost bet the ranch that it's going to be a pass play. It takes longer to diagram, to figure out, get receivers in the right area. The Atlantic coordinator called the blitz and very successfully for like a 12-yard loss.
This case, Alonzo Bellamy is in the shotgun formation, 2nd down and 20. He's joined in the backfield by Matt Elam. And Bellamy right now looking at a 2nd and 20. He takes a snap in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Elam. Elam breaks to the outside and gets about 10 yards, finally stopped by a number of Atlantic tacklers, but a good pickup right there by Matt Elam.
And a good play call by Lakes, because you try to get back the 10 you lost or the 12 you lost, and now make it a more manageable 3rd down attempt. They've got the secret weapon, though. They have the kicker. This kid, I told you before the game, was hitting 40, 50-yard field goals with no problem. So if they don't make the 1st down, I'm sure they'll go to their great kicker, Emmanuel Charlotte, to try to get the 3.
All right, big play right here, 3rd down and 11 at the 15-yard line. And Bellamy is doing a lot of directing. Almost looks like Peyton Manning out there. He's doing the no-huddle offense, but doing a lot of orchestrating, trying to get his players in the right positions. And this time he's going to take the snap right under center. 3rd down 11. Bellamy drops back to pass, scrambling, trying to find a target. He's going to take it himself. He's stopped well short of the 1st down, gains about 3, but again, it's going to set up 4th down and 9 at the 14-yard line. So Alonzo Bellamy showing some of his footwork right there, but it wasn't enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, I like what I saw from Bellamy there is he's got good slide step in the pocket, which means he should be able to free himself from a scramble situation. But you can tell also that he's not a real fast kid, but he's got the good feet. So he was looking downfield. They only sent 2 receivers, Rick, down the field. They kept both tight ends into block. Now we get a chance to see Charlotte. Now, don't let me down, son. I've sang your praises. Don't screw up now.
I've never seen anybody build up a kicker as much as you have in this game. This one's going to be a 37-yarder, and the snap and the kick by Charlotte, plenty of distance, and that one looks like it's good. So, wow, he did have a pretty good boot right there. Good job. Number 80, Emmanuel Charlotte, putting Palm Beach Lakes on the scoreboard 3-0. But really the key play in that drive was Rodney Mickens, 76 yards. Really a nice run, and it finalizes in that 37-yard field goal.
Right, and that's a chip shot for that kid. He's got much longer range than that. What I liked about Lakes' play call there is they had the big sack, Rick, and they didn't try to go back and make 2 pass plays and possibly lose 10 more yards, putting the kid out of range. They knew they had the chance to make the field goal on 4th down, and that's what they did. So after the sack, intelligent play calling by the Palm Beach Lakes offensive staff.
Well, we're going to see how far Charlotte can kick the football right here. He's teeing it up at the 40-yard line, see if we can get a return for Atlantic or if he'll kick this one into the end zone. And you made a really interesting point when we were talking off camera. This kid's got fantastic technique, and that's difficult so many times because, you know, a lot of times coaching staffs don't have maybe, coaches that have that expertise in the special teams.
Right, and I'll address that a little bit later. Here's the kick.
All right, Charlotte kicks it deep into the end zone, and that's impressive. All right, I'm going to join the bandwagon right now. Charlotte with a beautiful kickoff right there. That's going to set up 1st down and 10 at the 20-yard line for Atlantic. So
yeah, that was pretty effortless. From the 40, he's an automatic in the end zone. What I was going to say about kicking, kickers, Rick, at high school level, a lot of those guys, what happens now is they send those kids off. And we've got such great kickers that have come from Palm Beach County. Those guys are coming down here, going to these high schools, and those are the guys that are working with the kickers. The high school staff very rarely works with the kickers. They bring guys in, so these guys are well coached.